More than 1.5 million Americans navigate life with lupus every day. This month is dedicated to raising awareness for the autoimmune disease.
It is chronic, but it doesn't have to be life-altering. Steve Lehman caught up with one college athlete who's become a star for the cause and a star on the softball field.
When you see her in the circle, it looks like she was born to be there.
If you tell her no, she's going to break down the wall to do whatever she wants to do.
Unflappable, undeterred, and often unhittable.
Anytime she steps in the circle, you think you're going to win.
But her journey to the rubber in Nashville's been far from easy.
I had so many people tell me no. I had so many moments where I didn't think I was going to get to do the things that I wanted to do.
Meet Maya Johnson, Belmont ace and Lupus Foundation National Brand Ambassador.
I have a big responsibility to others that are diagnosed, especially young athletes who might have it and think that they don't have a future in college athletics because of it.
Maya grew up a normal, energetic kid outside Cleveland.
I was the goalie for soccer, did basketball, did kickboxing, softball.
But when she reached high school, something started to change.
I just had like a rash across my face, my joints hurt, I was just completely exhausted. I was diagnosed with lupus my sophomore year of high school.
Lupus is a chronic autoimmune disease where the immune system mistakenly attacks its own healthy organs and tissues.
There's no cure for lupus, but there's a lot of drugs to manage it, a lot of medications that they can kind of combo or go between that'll help manage the condition.
The diagnosis was just a momentary setback. With the help of medicine and quarterly blood tests, Johnson was able to keep the attacks under control and looked to be on her way to living out her dream of playing college softball at Pitt.
I actually found out the day before moving in that I wasn't going to get cleared to play, which was definitely a shock. And it was definitely hard those first couple months getting to see all my teammates and all the other freshmen contribute at practice, and I just kind of had to sit on the sidelines and not do anything.
The disappointment and stress triggered another lupus attack, putting her softball future in doubt.
Got to a point where I found out I was probably never going to get cleared there, and they said, you can keep your scholarship, but we won't clear you. You can just like work in the athletic department. And I said, thanks, but no thanks. I'm going to find somewhere where I can play.
Johnson entered the transfer portal, but finding a new place to play was easier said than done.
I'd almost like gotten blacklisted because of my health issues. They didn't even look at me, or they had one conversation with me and we were like, we like you, but sorry.
She committed to Bowling Green, but when the coach left for Bradley, Johnson was once again told she wouldn't be cleared to play. That's when Belmont and head coach Laura Matthews came into the picture.
Coach Matthews, I had known her for a long time, and that's how I got here. I'm really lucky that everyone here supported me and I'm able to play.
From what I knew of her the first time I recruited her, she's smart, she's talented, she's not just somebody who can throw a ball really hard. And I thought she'd actually fit really well with Belmont's culture.
After getting multiple opinions, Belmont cleared Johnson to compete once again.
What really sold them on it was Maya's maturity and understanding of all of her medical issues. And so I think that gave them the confidence of this kid's going to do what we ask her to do, and she's going to be able to take care of herself.
3 up, 3 down for Maya Johnson.
I can't even describe how grateful I was to be on the field. I think that first inning I was throwing pretty hard because I had adrenaline going.
And she's been steamrolling opposing hitters ever since. Now a junior, Johnson's 22-4 with an ERA just over 1. The lefty leads the nation with 11 shutouts and a whopping 320 strikeouts to just 17 walks.
She's being mentioned by everybody as one of the top pitchers in the country. I'll put her up against anybody.
And this week, Johnson and the second-seeded Bruins will play for a Missouri Valley Conference championship, looking to punch the program's first-ever ticket to the NCAA tournament.
It's win or nothing. There's no moral victories. We're going to win a conference championship, and I want a ring.
And Johnson will be standing in the circle with her diagnosis and the doubters behind her, and the chance to write another chapter in her remarkable journey.
Getting to really tell my story and show that yes, you might have hurdles, you might have adversity, but you can still have a really fulfilling quality of life. It kind of fueled the fire of me wanting to perform at the highest level I could, because I wanted everyone to regret not taking a chance on me.
Thanks, Steve. We are rooting for her. And get this, Johnson's journey with lupus will likely impact her career post-softball as well.
In a great way. Inspired by the medical professionals that have worked with her, she is studying to become a nurse.